where we are.
You can just tell when someone writes more and spends more time reading. It just clarifies thoughts and logic, and people just think things through a bit
Yeah,
more.
you can sort of imagine it kind of as like a 2x2. And listener, forgive me. This is kind of academic speak, but we're going to sort of cross two variables here.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a create and versus consume one, right? So consuming is listening to a podcast or watching TV or reading a book. Creating is making something, making a podcast, writing a book, something like that, creating an improv scene. And then you cross that with fast and slow.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you think about it, right, so fast consumption is you've got this podcast on 1.5,
Mm-hmm.
you're listening to it, but it's coming in really quickly. Slow consumption is you're reading the book, you're, a piece of poetry, you're taking your time, you're thinking it through, you're pausing, and so on. And then the creating fast, it could be like an improv scene, like boom, 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 you riffing with an audience kind of thing. Or you could be creating slow, which is writing a joke. And so all four of those boxes have a place in life. My argument is we, you, me, everyone probably consumes more than we should. That comes at a cost of creating. And we probably move too fast. So what I want to do is push people into the quadrant that's slow creation.
Mm-hmm.
And so, slow creation can be really powerful. And it's also where you really produce big ideas, I think. They all complement each other, and we all need them in different ways and at different times. But slow creation, slow consumption, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, well, now I feel better about because I spend a lot of territory in the slow creation phase of life. I love just sitting and just thinking and just thinking. You're
better at it
through.
Than me. Better at it.
And I can spend all day, and I think it's because so many people have it in their head that's like doing nothing. To me, doing nothing is like passively watching TV. That's
exactly right.
I do it every night, but that's like, that's sitting there eating junk food,
Mm-hmm. Sitting
there in silence and thinking and contemplating. I think that's some of the most useful bit of your time this brain that we are using is, no matter who you are, is much more fantastic and interesting and complex world than anything that some entertainment's going to capture. It's just that's a little bit easier. And
if I may, there's also this thing, and what people don't understand is there's times in an interview where I sound like a freaking genius. You know what I mean? And people go, well, how did they do that? Well, the reason I'm able to do that in fast production, right, fast creation, is because I've spent a lot of time doing slow creation and slow consumption. And so those ideas and those lines and all that stuff is swirling around here already. And now it's at my disposal.
Yeah.
And so to me,
you don't know, I've been waiting for the moment to crowbar this into a conversation. And now I have so many of those. I'm usually not even consciously aware of them. It's just like, I'm interviewing a guest and all of a sudden I'm like,
here it comes.
This is my
Just knock it out of the park.